Piper has made a change in her social media profile. She turned 18 recently, and this month decided
She went the way of the world.
that she was going to join, and apparently it is very, very profitable so far.
She made $3 million in 24 hours.
What?
One day.
Somebody have to say it. Somebody has to say it. Making money makes 0 sense. It makes 0 sense. You know, the normal path was to go to school, get good grades, go to college, you know, get a good job, get a family, get a kids. But we're messing up as a people. We think that's still the way. No, that was maybe the way, maybe 30, 40 years ago. But the world has changed. The world has changed so much, you literally can make money in the most stupidest ways. With all due respect to the people making money in the most stupidest ways. And I'm not hating. Congratulations. If you cracked the code, beat the system, congratulations. But making money nowadays is stupid. It literally makes no sense. It could be a kid in Nicaragua clipping videos for streamers and making 6 figures a month.
I ain't even trying to be weird, but like, why do you guys work 9 to 5 jobs when you guys can make $50 per 100,000 viewers? I'm not even trying to be weird on God. Like, my Clippers make more money than 9 to 5 workers. Like, no, I'm not even trolling y'all, bro. But like, what the?
While there's college kids who can't even get entry-level jobs. That's crazy. What I'm trying to say is the world has changed. You can make money literally doing anything. You don't have to be doing the normal. You know what makes money? People who go outside the normal. If you want to make the real bucks, that's why everybody wants to be an entertainer. That's why everybody wants to be a YouTube. That's why social media is so big. That's why views and likes and comments and followers, that's why it's so important, because it tells the world how monetizable you are as a human being. It tells the world how important your product is. It tells the world how important you is. Just keep it real. To be successful in life, you need other people. You cannot be successful in life without other people. If you was the only person in the world, you would never be successful. Why? Because you have no one to vouch for you. You have no one to, buy your product. You have no one to support you. You need people to be successful. You need people to be successful. Okay? I know a lot of people say, well, I don't care what people think. You better fucking care. Everybody has dreams. Every single body have dreams. But I guarantee you, your dreams has the potential to make multi-millions. I've never heard one dream that anybody has ever said that didn't have the potential to make multi-millions. What you want to be? You want to be a musician? You want to be an artist, be a fitness coach, comedian? What do you want to do? And these are not conventional ways of living. These are not conventional jobs. These are not something, 50, 60 years ago someone would strive to be. But if it happened, it happened. I'm trying to say the world has changed so drastically. Making money makes no sense. The smartest people will not make as much money as the less intelligent. I promise you. A scientist, a doctor, a heart surgeon will not make as much money as Floyd Mayweather. I promise you. And the nigga can't even read.
I got a phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, that he'll put it on the actual show, so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're going to let you read Cat in the Hat.
Nigga can't read Cat in the Hat. And I promise you, a neurosurgeon will never make as much money as him. But don't get me wrong, they're doing good. They're doing well off. They're doing great, but don't get it twisted. Entertainment funds these big companies. Entertainment brings in the big bucks. At the end of the day, this world is about money. It don't matter what you do, as long as you bring in the money, as long as you have people to pay for your lifestyle, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's why people do YouTube. I know a lot of people say, man, I do it for the fun, I do it for the... Bro, people do YouTube because they think it's a get-rich thing. And they think it's an easier way than going to college and spending X amount of years and blah, 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 and having this degree and not even be able to use that degree once you get out of college. And I'm not discouraging anybody from going to college. Because we still need doctors, we still need lawyers, we still need all of that. I'm just showing you guys like the crazy disconnect. Like, how is a kid streaming himself 24/7 bringing in more revenue than someone who went to college to be a heart surgeon? Why? Because it's entertainment. Views equals monetization. You can monetize literally anything. Anything. Long as you have the audience, you can monetize anything. For those who go into school, don't drop out. Please don't do that. I'm not telling you to do that. I know you've seen people like Mark Zuckerberg drop out of college and became billionaires, but hey, that's a 1 in a trillion. It may not happen for you. Just how me making YouTube videos, it may not happen for me. I would tell you, whatever you want to do, give it a try. It's a possibility. This world is so fucking crazy. Nothing is guaranteed and nothing is promised and nothing is out of your reach unless you don't try. So you have to try. I promise you. So I know I'm talking erratic and whatever, but this thought just came into my mind. I'm like, yo, making money makes literally no sense in this day and age. Because there's no guidebook, there's no rule book to making money. You could do whatever you want. You don't have to follow the normal path that society deems normal. You don't have to do that. I'm not saying we don't need that, because we still need those certain positions in this world, but you could step out. Don't be afraid to step out. If you feel it in your heart, don't be afraid to step out. You could do it. You could do it. Anything is possible. The world revolves around money. I'm sorry to say it. Me, I don't even like it. I hate that I have to do it. I hate that I have to do it, but to enjoy the life that God put me into, it gives almost anybody no choice. You wake up in the morning, it's a blessing. The same breath God gives you to wake up in the morning, open your eyes in the morning. You use that same breath, that same energy, those same eyes, the same God-given ability to go put in 12 to 16 hours on another human being job, who had to wake up just like you in the same fashion. Only thing is, this human being you're working for just has power over you. So in a way, this human being is like your God. This boss you work for is technically your God. I know it sounds crazy, but technically it is your God. These billionaires who control, I don't say too much, but billionaires and politicians go hand in hand and they control a lot of stuff. That is your God. They make the laws, they got the funds, Nobody really gives a fuck about you. As a poor individual, nobody gives a fuck about you. They gonna only give a fuck when you start making bucks. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't know where that came from, but I hope you get the gist of the message, is what I'm trying to say. I know I was trying to make it entertaining for y'all, because y'all got the attention span of a goldfish. But please, please, please don't let the message go over your head. Thank you. Peace.